Hello everyone and welcome. I'm Jennifer and you are listening to the Ego Next Door podcast. Today, I will discuss the dark depths of the discard phase. Before getting into the most toxic relationship I had ever been in, I was a different person. I was lively, full of dreams, and focused on pursuing them. I had recovered from severe depression and anxiety 3 years prior to its beginning, and I had mentally grown and set myself in a healthy headspace, finally. I had just started college, I had an amazing group of friends, 2 more years of bundled up academic experience ahead of me, and the greatest will to live. I wasn't looking for love nor to be in a relationship. I just wanted to be free, truly find myself, uncover the potential of my artistic side, and breathe. But one day, I was introduced to him. The person who would torment me for 7 years, take control of all dimensions of my life, completely drain me out until I absolutely lost the will to live because I had forgotten what being alive felt like. After becoming the ultimate master of me, my only friend, coworker, coach, and at last family, he decided to leave. This is the discard phase. Finding words to describe the utter feeling of humiliation that comes with allowing it to be the abuser to leave his victim is close to impossible. You feel the life being sucked out of you, little by little. You lose your perspective, your opinions, your sense of self and existence, to a point that person becomes your sole source of oxygen. In fact, that source of air can't even be considered oxygen because H2O keeps you alive, and what this person does is prolong the suffering by providing you with toxic air that slowly burns your lungs as you slowly suffocate inside your own body, prolonging the inevitable death of you. This happens because of codependency. Narcissists know exactly who they are targeting, and so they know when and if they can trigger the fear of abandonment upon you. And after the narcissist burns all your bridges, you will most likely lack external support, which will make you reliant only on them to obtain the emotional support you need from the damage that they are causing you. Even if you warrant someone with an initial fear of abandonment, narcissists will make sure you develop it by setting off enmeshment in the grooming phase. So you begin manifesting low self-esteem and a strong desire for approval, feeding an unhealthy attachment to someone who usually wants to keep you around for what you can provide to them. The more the narcissist pushes you away, the more you will care and wish to fix the relationship. For this reason, your brain might temporarily suppress the current trauma of the discard phase because its only wish is to recapture the moments lived in the idealization phase. At first, in their eyes, you are perfect, you are beautiful, fun, independent, intelligent, sensitive, artistic, giving. They love everything about you and they tell you. They send you the most romantic messages, give you the most meaningful gifts, and make you feel like you are on top of the world, an absolute pearl in the middle of useless rocks. They'll be the first ones to tell you that they love you. They will give you a promise ring, shower you with expensive gifts. They will slowly earn your trust by telling you the most dramatic stories about themselves. They will be the victim in all of them. And they will make sure that you assure them that they are the victim and that you will save them. They will tell you multiple times that you can trust them. They will promise you that they won't hurt you because you are the very best thing that has ever happened to them. They will convince you that going to bed with them is how they want to celebrate their love for you. And then you might feel terribly guilty afterwards because deep down you won't feel the passion and you won't know why. Yet they will insist on doing it again. And then, as you struggle to digest the fact that you have just opened up to them in the deepest way, they will make it all about them again. The narcissist's lack of empathy will be more and more evident as they are not able to be in tune with your needs, nor are they interested in being. Once they obtain what they need from you, the discard phase will happen. This phase can last for quite a while and comes after the devaluation phase. During this time, they will slowly stop showing up so much to be with you. They will never cuddle you. They will never kiss you with their eyes closed. They will never willingly hold your hand while walking down the street. They will never hug you just because. A hug will be a signal for sex. Sex will be sex. And after sex, they will grab their phones and not look at you anymore. They will accept your apologies when you start apologizing for things you shouldn't even apologize for. You will forget what it's like to receive a compliment, even in those nights you go out and put all the effort to look your best. You won't be able to recognize respect or care. You won't be able to imagine life before them or after them because they own you. You will forget what having friends means. You will forget who your family is. You will forget what peace of mind feels like, what driving with your windows rolled down, music blasting and wind splashing on your face feels like. You will forget how to take up the role of being the very best parts of yourself. You will forget what freedom is, and the 2020 quarantine will seem less of an isolation and freedom impingement than his absolute control over you. You will neglect everyone, including yourself. More often than not, the narcissist has found another source of ego-feeding supply and takes a long time to perform their final discard because of it. It is very possible that they have begun grooming their new supply source. At the same time, they are discarding you, which boosts their confidence even more. In his eyes, you will become worthless. You will be nothing more than moving limbs, a wandering anatomy that walks the earth that unfortunately takes up too much space. He will say it many times. Don't talk about your past. I can't believe you smoked. I can't believe you ever kissed a girl. I can't believe you are friends with people who never had jobs. Can't believe you still talk to your dysfunctional family. Don't trust no one. All they want to do is hurt you. You can always look better than you do. I can't believe you drink iced tea. I can't believe you occasionally eat fast food. I can't believe you don't control everything you eat. You don't work out enough. Why do you tie your hair? Let your hair down. Don't talk. Shut up. Don't say this. Don't say that. Don't make jokes. Stop laughing at everything. Not everything is a joke. You are not funny. You talk like a child. You are a burden. The music that you listen to is ridiculous. You are ridiculous. Your facial expression is disgusting. You are disgusting. You disgust me. You are retarded. You speak like you are retarded. You are dumb. It doesn't even seem like you have a degree. You are stupid. What you write is absolutely ridiculous. I am embarrassed that you wrote that. I am embarrassed that you published that. I am embarrassed that you say those things. Why do you want to be seen? Why do you want to be recognized? Your teeth are crooked. Why don't you wear braces? You should use more body lotion. You should straighten your hair more often. Why don't you do hair laser removal? You are antisocial. You don't talk to anybody. You don't want to socialize. You don't want to get involved. It's best if you don't come. You are ridiculous. I am ashamed of you. You never do anything right. Nobody takes you seriously. It's impossible to take you seriously. Everyone makes fun of you behind your back. Your attitude is unacceptable. Your skin looks terrible. Let me pull that random grown hair on your face out. You are not a better athlete because you don't do the work. You don't wait for compliments. I don't have to compliment you. You don't deserve half of my attention. You don't deserve anything at all. I don't want to spend time with you. You deserve a slap in the face right now, but I'm a good guy, so I don't hit women. Get out of my face before I do something. My day was going great before I saw you. The problem is you. You are the problem. You feel depressed and unsatisfied because you don't do anything with your life. With that attitude, you will amount to nothing. You are lazy. You don't want to work. You want the easy way out. That's why you're unemployed. You have to doll yourself up. You need to get a grip of your life. You are never available to help me. You don't help me enough. You don't support me enough. You are nothing without me. You should thank me for leaving you instead of just cheating on you again. You are making a scene and that's why I don't want you anymore. I'm going to break up with you in person, but do me a favor and don't cry. The best part of our relationship was sex anyway. But then, during all of it, after all of it, they will gaslight you so much. It's your fault that they said those things. It's your fault that you are dead inside. It's your fault that you are suffering from depression again. It's your fault that you have to take antidepressants again. But you shouldn't even take them because they're useless. It's your fault that you started having suicidal thoughts again, especially when they start insulting you and making you feel even more worthless than the accumulated worthlessness that has accumulated inside of you over the course of almost a decade. It's your fault that they want to leave you now and they have gotten everything they needed from you. It's your fault because you weren't enough. You aren't enough, and you will never be enough for someone as perfectly superior as them. They do and say all these things because they want to strengthen the trauma bond by making you feel like you are going crazy, by casting doubts on your version of events, discrediting your logic and denying even the undeniable evidence you might have of their wrongdoings. I thought I knew what love was. I thought love was compromise. It isn't. Love is, above all, acceptance and respect. When they look you right in the eyes and suddenly push you towards the deep, dark abyss, you will see it. The monstrous, heartless person that you spent years and years avoiding to accept. You will see it. The unsympathetic, selfish pile of flesh and bones that slept next to you so many times. You will see it. The image of your worst childhood nightmare standing right there, willing to forcefully grab you until you can't breathe anymore as you kick your legs towards the air to create leverage for them to let you go. You will see it. You will fall on the floor and allow yourself to crumble up and out like an overly expired slice of bread accidentally sliding out of the plate and into the ground. You will have to learn how to breathe again after so many years. You will not believe it when you feel it. The air effortlessly flowing inside your nostrils. The relief of living day by day without being shadowed. The freedom of laughter without having to justify your sense of humor, your liveliness. Out in the open, you will feel your flesh sting every time for a while. It's okay. It's part of the process. You will have to wait until your skin grows back. It will blister and scab long before it heals. No one will do it for you. You will have to avoid falling into the trap of allowing someone to come right in and try to save you. This is something that you have to do on your own. This time, you must save yourself. You will be so glad you did. Your skin will become so much thicker. You will not believe it. You will only believe it when, on a cold winter day, they will pass you by and you will feel absolutely nothing but pity. And this will make you realize that you are so much stronger than you have ever thought. Trust me, I would know. With this, we come to the end of this 4-part episode series of Dating a Narcissist, 7 Years Astray. Finally, on the next episode, I will discuss healing after a narcissistic abuse relationship. Thank you for listening to the Ego Next Door podcast. See you soon, and I hope you have a wonderful day. If you enjoyed today's episode and would like to hear more, don't forget to like and subscribe to my YouTube channel at Ego Next Door. And if you would like to support my work, consider becoming a patron to my Patreon creator page at Jennifer Hachia. The Ego Next Door podcast is presented solely for informational, educational, and entertainment purposes. The content here is not intended to serve as a substitute for the consultation, diagnosis, or medical treatment of a qualified healthcare provider. Reliance on any information provided here is at your own risk. If you or someone you know is in crisis or experiencing suicidal thoughts, please reach out immediately to someone who can help right away. Call your national emergency services or go to the nearest hospital.